Welcome to an exciting journey of learning English through fascinating stories. Today, we dive into the life of one of history's most controversial figures, Adolf Hitler. Whether admired or despised, his story is one of dreams, failures, ambition, and power. From a small boy with big aspirations to a man who left an indelible mark on the world, this is a tale like no other. Are you ready? Put on your headphones, relax, and let's explore this gripping narrative that will not only improve your English, but keep you captivated until the very end. It all started on April 20th, 1889, in a small town called Braunau am Inn in Austria. A baby boy was born to Alois and Clara Hitler, and they named him Adolf. No one could have predicted that this little boy would grow up to shake the world. As a child, Adolf wasn't particularly special. He loved playing outside, drawing pictures, and dreaming of a big future. However, life was far from perfect. His father, Alois, was very strict and wanted Adolf to study hard to get a government job just like him. But Adolf had a very different dream. "I want to be an artist," he would tell his mother, Clara. Clara, who loved him deeply, supported his dream, but she couldn't change Alois's mind. Adolf's childhood was filled with conflicts with his father. Alois would shout, "Art is not a real job." Adolf would stay quiet, hiding his tears. When Adolf was just 13 years old, his father died suddenly. Some people thought this would set Adolf free, but instead, it left a hole in his heart. After this loss, Adolf started skipping school. He had been a good student, but now he didn't care. Teachers would say, "Adolf is smart but lazy." All he wanted to do was draw. After finishing school, Adolf packed his bags and moved to Vienna, the capital of Austria. He was so excited. "Vienna is the city of art. I will become a famous painter here," he thought. He applied to the Academy of Fine Arts, a prestigious art school. But when the results came, his heart broke. He didn't get in. The school told him, "Your work is not good enough." Adolf felt humiliated. "I'll try again," he said. But the next year, the school rejected him again. This second rejection devastated him. Without school or a job, Adolf's life became very hard. He lived in tiny, dirty rooms and sometimes even slept on the streets. He painted postcards and sold them to tourists to earn a little money. "Why is life so unfair?" he often thought. During this time, Adolf's mother, Clara, passed away. He was alone and angry, and he started blaming other people for his failures. "It's not my fault," he would say. In 1914, everything changed. World War I began, and Adolf saw this as a chance to give his life meaning. He joined the German army. "Finally, I am part of something big," he thought. Adolf proved to be a brave soldier. He carried messages across dangerous battlefields and even received 2 medals for his courage. But in 1918, Germany lost the war. Adolf was furious. "Our leaders betrayed us," he shouted. He felt that Germany needed someone strong to bring it back to power. After the war, Adolf returned to Germany, which was in chaos. People were poor and hungry, and many were angry about the end of the war. Adolf saw this as his opportunity. He joined a small political group called the German Workers' Party. Adolf was a powerful speaker. When he spoke, people listened. His words were filled with anger, passion, and promises. "Germany will rise again," he would say. Slowly, more and more people started following him. Adolf changed the name of the group to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, also known as the Nazi Party. He designed their symbol, a red flag with a black swastika. This will become the most powerful symbol in the world, he declared. His speeches became famous. Thousands of people came to hear him. They believed in his dream of a strong Germany. But Adolf's ideas were dangerous. He blamed certain groups of people for Germany's problems and wanted to make Germany only for Germans. After World War I, Germany faced immense difficulties. People had no jobs, food was expensive, and many families were hungry. The country had to pay a lot of money to other nations because they lost the war. Germans were angry and sad. Adolf Hitler tapped into this pain. He told the people, "It's not your fault. I know who is to blame." His words gave people hope, but also made them angry at others. Adolf worked hard to grow his party. He held big meetings and gave emotional speeches. "Germany can be great again," he shouted. People clapped and cheered, believing in his dream. In 1923, Adolf tried to take control of the German government by force in an event known as the Beer Hall Putsch. But it failed, and Adolf was arrested. He spent 9 months in jail. While in jail, Adolf wrote a book called Mein Kampf, My Struggle. In this book, he shared his ideas, stating that Germany needed to become powerful and blaming certain groups of people as enemies. The book became popular, and many Germans started believing in his ideas. After getting out of jail, Adolf worked even harder. The Nazi Party grew stronger. By 1933, Adolf Hitler was chosen as the Chancellor of Germany, the country's top leader. This marked the beginning of a new chapter. Adolf promised jobs, a strong military, and a bright future. The people trusted him, but they didn't know what he was planning next. As Chancellor, Adolf made many changes. He built roads, factories, and schools. More people got jobs, and Germany started to look strong again. The people were happy. They said, "Hitler is a hero." But behind this success, Adolf had dangerous plans. He controlled newspapers, radios, and schools. People were told, "You can only believe in Adolf Hitler." Those who disagreed with him were punished or sent to prison. Adolf created a strong army called the SS and a group of young boys called the Hitler Youth. They were trained to fight and spread Nazi ideas. Everywhere in Germany, people saw the swastika flag. It became the symbol of Adolf's power. His speeches became even more powerful. "Germany is the best. We will rule the world," he declared. Crowds cheered and shouted, "Heil Hitler!" In 1939, Adolf made his boldest move. He ordered his army to invade Poland. This act started World War II. Adolf's dream was to take over all of Europe and make Germany the most powerful country in the world. At first, Adolf's army won many battles. They were strong and well-trained. But as the war continued, things started to go wrong. Adolf had made too many enemies. During the war, Adolf committed terrible atrocities. He wanted to remove all Jewish people and others he thought didn't belong in his vision of Germany. This was called the Holocaust, one of the darkest chapters in human history. Millions of innocent people were killed in concentration camps. By 1944, Germany was losing the war. Adolf's enemies, including the United States, the Soviet Union, and Britain, were too strong. Bombs fell on German cities. The people who once called Adolf a hero began to lose hope. Adolf became paranoid. He trusted no one and spent most of his time hiding in his bunker. In early 1945, Adolf stayed in a bunker deep underground in Berlin. The bunker was cold and dark, but safe from bombs. Inside, Adolf planned, though there was little hope left. His most loyal followers were with him, including his girlfriend, Eva Braun. Eva had been by his side for many years, though Adolf kept their relationship private. She loved him even in his darkest days. By April 1945, Berlin was surrounded. The Soviet army attacked the city from all sides. On April 29, 1945, Adolf made a surprising decision. He married Eva Braun in the bunker. It was a simple ceremony with just a few people. "You've always been by my side, Eva," Adolf said. Eva smiled, even though she knew this was not a happy moment. On April 30th, 1945, Adolf made his final decision. He told his closest followers, "I will not be captured alive." Adolf and Eva went to a small room and took their own lives. Adolf was 56 years old. When the Soviet soldiers reached the bunker, they found Adolf and Eva's bodies. The war in Europe ended shortly after, and Germany surrendered on May 8, 1945. Adolf's dream of making Germany powerful brought destruction and sorrow instead. Millions of lives were lost because of his actions. After Adolf's death, the world worked to rebuild. Germany became a peaceful country. People remembered the horrors of the Holocaust and World War II to ensure such events never happen again. Today, Adolf Hitler's name is a reminder of the dangers of hatred, unchecked ambition, and misuse of power. His story teaches us that every decision we make shapes our future. Adolf's choices led to pain and loss, not just for him, but for millions of others. This reminds us that every action, no matter how small, matters. We must choose wisely and always think about how our decisions affect others. Let's remember the importance of compassion and unity. Hate and division tear people apart. The world is a much better place when we come together, respect each other, and work toward peace. Life is too short for anger and judgment. By being kind and understanding, we can create a future filled with hope, not regret. So remember, choose love over hate, humility over pride, and unity over division. These simple lessons can make our world a better place. This was the story of Adolf Hitler, a man whose life changed the world forever. It is a story of dreams, power, and the mistakes that led to tragedy. Remember, history is not just about the past. It teaches us how to build a better future. Thank you for being part of this journey. Share your thoughts, subscribe, and stay connected for more captivating stories that inspire, educate, and elevate your English skills. Until next time, take care and keep exploring history.